There are two types of people. Folks like this and folks like this. And if you are in the second camp, I think we have found the absolute best everyday carry sling for you. It's got pockets, it's got compartments, it's got sleeves, it's got loops, but can it accommodate everything you carry with you on the daily? That's what we'll be figuring out today, and as I show you the unboxing, just a quick ethics statement that Alpaka sent me this green version for review. But like all of my reviews, no money changed hands, and I'll be sharing both my positive thoughts and criticisms. That said, Alpaka's been kind enough to let me offer a full 15% discount to you site-wide using the code MAURICEMOVES at checkout. But of course, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves, since you need to see the review before you can make an informed decision. I copped this black one a few weeks ago, before Alpaka sent me this green version for review, and so I figure materials and durability would be the best place to start. Appearance-wise, this honestly comes down to personal preference. But the Kodra is definitely the more streamlined and minimal of the two, without the crisscrossing pattern. That said, the X-Pack looks awesome to me, giving it a bit more character and more of a casual and athletic vibe. From a weight perspective, the 500D Kodra comes in at 335 grams, or just shy of 12 ounces, while the X-Pack clocks in at 292 grams, or just over 10 ounces. A noticeable difference in hand, but this all has to do with the types of durability and protection that you are after. The 500D Kodra is up there in terms of being a very strong consumer woven nylon fabric, especially for bags, with more than double the thickness of the X-Pack VX21 for incredible abrasion resistance, while the X-Pack beats out the Kodra in water resistance. I do not put my EDC bags through high abrasion risk scenarios, so for me personally, it's a no-brainer. I would opt for the lighter weight of the X-Pack along with its better water resistance, especially when it comes to my tech. And with the materials and durability out of the way, it's time to really take a look at the incredible organizational options of this tech case sling with the design and features. The Elements Tech Case has two main compartments. The front compartment is a simple single pocket with no additional interior organization, while the central compartment features a dual zip full wrap opening with an accordion internal structure that both keeps the whole thing from flopping open and spilling all of your goods, but also enables the entire bag to stand up on its own. There are, get this, 11 sleeves and pockets in this central compartment, which we are going to dive into in the fit and function portion. But like all of the Alpaka gear I own and have seen, this Elements Tech Case is sporting this bright orange 200D ripstop interior in this honeycomb pattern for both durability and ease of visibility to quickly see and find anything that you might put inside. Flipping it around to the back, there's not much to see here. Just strap anchors to clip the clean and no frills adjustable strap too. Like I said, the strap itself is no frills, but is still super strong. I'm talking seatbelt material strong, and in keeping with the brand's clean and minimalist aesthetic, has built-in slack management with both a closed cinching system, as well as this movable, tight-fit elastic to keep things looking sleek, no matter how long or short you choose to wear it. With the core design and features out of the way, let's go on to arguably the most important section, the fit and function of the Elements Tech Case. Starting with the front compartment, again, this pocket has no interior org options, but is deceptively large. I mean, it looks like it's just a flat sleeve-like pocket, but check it out. My wallet, car keys, flashlight, apartment keys, and phone can all fit in here comfortably with even more space to spare. This pocket is absolutely the perfect place for your phone, not only because it's probably the thing you typically access the most while you are out and about, but also because of this little cable pass-through, which means you could have a power bank in the main central compartment, feed the charging cable through to this front compartment, and be able to just simply keep juice flowing to your phone all day long. But again, regardless of what you choose to put in the front pocket, it's definitely got a surprising amount of capacity. The main compartment, on the other hand, well, that's a different story when it comes to organization. Flipping the opening flaps inside out so we can clearly see inside, there are four main subcompartments with varying degrees of additional organization. Starting from the front, this subcompartment has a pen loop up top. With a firm yet elastic construction, you can see that something as thin as a Gen 1 Apple Pencil to a chunky boy like this Lamy All-Star both anchor securely with no worries. This subcompartment also has two medium sleeves split right down the middle against the front, both of which can easily fit things like business cards, any modern small SSD drive, or most EDC blades and multi-tools, say my Leatherman Charge Plus TTI. And since this is a subcompartment directly on the other side of the front sleeve with the charging cable pass-through, I can assure you that even some of the largest power banks, like this Anker Behemoth with 26,800 mAh battery, fits no problem. The next subcompartment features a zippered flat pocket against the back of the full height divider. Opening that zipper, you can see 3 shallow sleeves inside. The 2 smaller ones on either side are perfect for things like spare memory cards, while the larger central sleeve can accommodate most prosumer and consumer camera batteries or other EDC items, like wireless earbuds or say, a Zippo. I also think for jewelry wearers, this could be the perfect place for rings or earrings, keeping them scratch-free and organized so you're always aware of where they are. The third subcompartment is similar to the previous one, also with a flat zippered pocket against the back, but this one is a little bit shallower. Perfect for currency, or if you're like me and wear glasses with a magnetic clip-on sunglass attachment, a great place to keep the lenses scratch and dust free. The fourth and final subcompartment is more of a sleeve with the bottom stitched in, so it's made to accommodate only flatter items. For traveling, I think this would be perfect for your passport, but also, if you're like me and always have a notebook with you, I tested out both the Field Notes notebook with a leather cover and the Traveler's Company passport size notebook with leather cover as well, and both of them sit comfortably inside this last compartment. Now that you've seen a random smattering of pretty common EDC items that can fit inside each of the 12 possible storage areas, I thought it'd make sense for you to see what fits inside when fully kitted out, as I've been testing this out nearly every day for the past month as my everyday carry sling. Now, generally speaking, my wallet and phone stay in my pockets, and of course, my wristwatch stays on my wrist. But what's really important to me is that my EDC sling is able to accommodate everything in case I need to empty my pockets completely, like say, if I'm at the beach and plan on going into the water. So the load-up goes with my phone in the front compartment, and that's it there. Opening the main central compartment up, my most commonly carried EDC knife, the Benchmade Bailout, drops into one of the sleeves in the front subcompartment, and my AirPods in the other sleeve. My apartment keys on the Spec D&T, my car keys and flashlight anchored together with the small S-Beaner all go into the main portion of the front subcompartment. My wristwatch, which today happens to be the Hamilton Intramatic, would go, if needed, into the zippered pocket of the second subcompartment, along with the magnetic clip-on sunglass portion of my glasses, while both my slim Bellroy card sleeve wallet and my fidget toy, the Queen P, which also doubles as a secret stash for a spare Lamy Safari ink cartridge, goes into the main section of the second zone. Speaking of Lamy Safari pens, my most frequently used items in my everyday carry, hands down, even more than I use my phone, are the Traveler's Company notebook in the regular size, along with my 2 Lamy Safari fountain pens with the dual pen clip by a company called The Superior Labor, and all of these go into the third subcompartment. While the fourth subcompartment has honestly stayed completely empty for me over the past month of daily use. As you can see, with my complete EDC dumped into the Elements Tech Case to the max, it's definitely full. Not quite bursting at the seams, but definitely very full. Typically though, like I said, my watch is on my wrist, my wallet is in one of my front pockets, and my phone is in the other. So with these 3 items removed and the tech case zipped back up, it definitely returns to a very comfortable and easy to access everything fit. With the detailed fit and function portion out of the way, let's move on to my criticisms. And the first on my wish list for a version 2 is if they could include a zippered compartment, even a flat one, against the back. As someone who typically travels often, I've come to really appreciate zippered pockets that rest right up against the body, hidden from view, for my passport as well as my wallet. The final thing on my personal wish list is an additional anchor point on the body of this Elements Tech Case. I mean, if you've been with me for a while, you know I absolutely love this number 4 sized S-Beaner. I use it on most of my other bags and slings to attach my hat or travel tumbler with a lid loop for true hands-free carry. And the only possible available anchor point on this Elements Tech Case is this super minimalist logo cylinder tag. But the number 4 S-Beaner just doesn't quite fit. Of course, this is a little bit of a whiny baby complaint, since over the past month I've just been hooking the S-Beaner directly onto the strap itself. But it's just not as clean of a solution that I would personally like. And despite the fact that Alpaka did not design this originally to be a sling first and foremost, my near daily use of it over the past 30 days has convinced me to prefer it over my other 2 most frequently used slings, because of the incredible internal organization, really durable water resistance, materials, and manufacturing, and of course, from the shallowest perspective, its looks. I freaking love the clean boxy silhouette. But if you're looking for a more traditional sling, I welcome you to check out their Bravo line of slings. And hey, whether you're like me and love the insane organizational options of this Elements Tech case or prefer the more traditional Bravo sling, don't forget to claim 15% off with coupon code MAURICEMOVES at checkout if you decide to grab anything from Alpaka. We have been checking out this near-perfect sling for organization freaks, but if you are also looking for a ridiculously organizational messenger bag, you should definitely check out these videos right over here. I'll leave them on screen for a few seconds for you to decide which one to watch. But while you're deciding, if you got a bit of value, please help me feed that algorithm and hit that like button. But if you got lots of value, consider subscribing and hitting that bell notifier so you'll know the moment new videos just like this one drop. But regardless, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you in the next one.